Hi, Tracy here from Tutor Dude. How are you? Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sight words or high frequency words. These are the common words that make up over 50% of all the words we actually read even as an adult. So the words like at, the, of, and, because. There's about 250 of these words, and different schools teach different things depending on their philosophy. But children do need those key words. They do need to have words that they recognise at sight. If you think back to the books that your children read in prep, they're very much built around these high frequency words, and if they're sounding out every single one of these words, then this is going to really slow down their fluency. They're going to get really fed up with reading really quickly. So by having some of these words available automatically, they look and they say that word, then that helps their reading. It helps them build fluency, it helps them build confidence. Obviously they're learning to read. But it's really important that they're able to read those words in any context. I've seen so many schools send home lists of words, and when the children are tested, they can only get them correct if they're tested in the order they're on the sheet. Well, do they really know the words, or have they just learnt the order? So it's really important that when you're working on those words with your children, that you muddle up the order, so you don't always do it in the same order. So they do really know those words anywhere, and they know them automatically without having to think. I work on a rule of about 1 second per word. So if you've got 5 words, they should be able to read them in 5 seconds. Shuffle them around in a new order, still 5 words in 5 seconds. So just to give you some idea, we want them to be automatic. There will be words that they need to sound out, and that's great. That's another part of reading. Sight words is one side, and learning the letters and sounds is another component. At Tutor Dude, we've looked at trying to pull those two together. So the order of sight words that we use at Tutor Dude actually matches the order that we work through our letter sounds. So in the first 6 letter sounds, we learn S-A-T-N-I-P, or in simple words, sat-nip. That's how I remember it. And then all the sight words that we work on in the first set of sight words are actually words that you can build using those. Now, it doesn't always work that we know the letters and we can sound them out, because it might be a word like, where we've got the rule about E making the I say its name. So that might be a rule that's not been taught yet. So we need to teach that word like. It's going to be in those really early books. So we're going to have to just learn that one by rote. We'll learn the rule later. The word look, double O, is probably taught a little bit later than L and K. Again, we're going to learn that word. We'll work on the rule later. Said doesn't really follow the rules. A and I shouldn't say eh, but said's one of those just exception words. So there are words we're going to have to learn by rote, or words that we're going to have to learn by rote ahead of knowing what the rule is. But if we just stick with satnip, those 5 letters, 6 letters, we can now read sat, we can now read at, we can read it, we can read an, we can read pan, and we can muddle those letters around and read quite a lot of words. And then when we add the second set, we can extend those sight words that they know. So we're not expecting them to apply letter sound knowledge they don't already know, which is one of the difficult things. We're teaching them to read a word, just purely look at it and say, and we want more understanding than that. So when you're coming to looking at sight words, it's really, really important that you build that skill. They need to be automatic. They need to recognise them anywhere in any context. So don't just learn them in the order your teacher gives them. Chop up that page, shuffle them around. There's lots of games on Tutor Dude to help you get those words really secure, and nothing tricky about the games, just really simple things. Snap, go fish, really, really simple things you can do just to learn those words. Keep it fun. Don't put too much pressure on it. It will happen. For some children, that happens more easily than others. Some children just can rote learn more easily. Some children will learn them better once they've got the letter sound knowledge to back it up. So yes, sight words are important, but so is learning the letters and sounds.